or something. Oh, right.
Okay, so we'll call the meeting to order at the GSA Groundwater Sustainability Agency, June 24th, 2025. We'll start with roll call.
Chair Thorpe,
Here.
Vice Chair Grieva,
Here.
Board Member Rodriguez,
Here.
Board Member Wood,
Here.
Board Member White.
Here.
We all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Public comments from the audience regarding items not on the agenda. This portion of the agenda allows an individual the opportunity to address the GSA on any items not on the closed session, consent calendar, public hearings, and agency business. Under state regulations, no action can be taken on non-agenda items, including issues raised under this agenda item. Members of the public should be aware of this when addressing the GSA regarding items not specifically referenced on this agenda.
I don't see any hands raised in the audience, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. So we'll move to consent calendar. All matters listed under consent calendar considered routine and may be approved by one action of the agency unless a request for removal for discussion or explanation is received prior to the time the agency votes on the motion to adopt. We have one item under consent calendar, adopt the minutes of the April 22nd, 2025 GSA meeting.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. Michael made a motion, Paul seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carried. First order of business, consideration of fiscal year 2025-2026 budget for the GSA Groundwater Sustainability Agency staff report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. What you have for you in your packet is the proposed budget for the coming fiscal year. It's essentially the same as the last fiscal year. Slight increase in costs. That's really to reflect that we will begin our first 5-year update during this coming fiscal year. I've coordinated with Todd Groundwater. You know that we've hired Todd as our technical support team, mostly Gus Yates. Gus serves as our as a chairman on our technical advisory committee and provides us a fair amount of really quality service. I've coordinated with him on the costs and myself. Those are the lion's share of the budget. There's a small amount set aside for insurance, but it's not much different than last year's. So I'd recommend the board approve our budget. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer. That concludes my report.
Is there any public comments for the staff report? See any hands?
I see no hands, Mr. Chairman.
Any agency board comments, questions? So,
Pretty straightforward.
okay. Make a motion to.
Motion to approve. I'll second it.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carried. Next order of business is receive GSA Groundwater Sustainability Agency General Manager's status report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. I don't have a lot for you this month. We have moved collectively into the implementation phase of many of the items that are rolling through the Salinas Valley, not the least of which is demand management. Although that's still a work in progress, I don't foresee it having a significant impact, that being demand management, on the Arroyo Seco management area. But there will be some sort of demand management program. there's lots of discussion about alternative projects in lieu of ramping up demand management. The only one that's really kind of well-formed and had some analysis is the, just for lack of better terms, the, groundwater extraction barrier project that treats the water to a high degree and then redistributes it. There are other discussions about making use of the Water Resource Agency's water right 11043, but nothing definitive. There's been discussions about, additional release programs and the like, but again, nothing definitive. There has been some analysis on trying to just take what would be available under 11043 and use this, when it's really wet, so to speak. It didn't pencil out. So there's a lot of uncertainty right now in the development of different programs or projects. I know the Salinas Valley Basin Group is working hard on trying to sort that out. So as that becomes clear and as projects shape up, I'll bring them to you. But there will be some form of demand management in play over the next few years that we'll get more and more definitive about. We'll also have some time in the month of July to meet with our sister agency and another coordination committee meeting. We haven't had one, since the beginning of the year. We're trying to get that scheduled. I'm working with the Salinas Valley Basin GSA to get that done. And as that comes closer, I'll keep you all informed. Of course, I'll bring it to this body if there's any substantive actions out of that. But the principal thing that we've got kind of hanging out there is, do we modify our implementation agreement? And your message was loud and clear. If we're going to do it, we're going to do an amendment. And depending upon what that looks like, we'll have an opportunity to talk about it more. But currently, it's still in the planning process. So like I said, I don't have a whole lot for you. I don't have a whole lot of definitive things. There was a canceled advisory committee meeting. It's typically where I take some of that information from the advisory committee for the Salinas Valley Basin GSA and bring it to you, but we didn't have one. So that's where we're at. Okay. We have kind of a short meeting today. Mr. Chairman, I'm sorry, it's not a very definitive or really articulate report, but that's it.
No apologies. Okay, so is there any public comments on the general manager's status report? See any?
Not seeing any hands, Mr.
More
Chairman.
comments, questions? Okay, receive and file. Needing no further business. Adjourn the meeting.
Wow.
Okay,
Record.